Alright, here we go. This is going to be our first box. We're going to go through and try to purge and see what else, whether we keep or not. I have a Mortal Kombat book. Again, this looks to be one of our keepers. Man from Atlantis. Definitely going to be a keeper. And as you'll see, that's number 1, number 2, another number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Again, Frank Robbins has got some work in these, and I definitely was a fan as a kid watching the show. So number 6, and last but not least, number 7. So again, that's the whole mini-series, so I definitely am keeping, well, not mini-series, I'm sorry, it's the whole series, because again, it was a short-lived, but great series. Picked up this Incredible Hulk a while back. Definitely keeping my Hulk collection. I may find that this is a lot of things like the Hulk and Iron Man and stuff, so this box may stay completely. Because there's my Hulk 180. I know. How do I do it? But yes, I've got a Hulk 180. It may be the $3.99 variety, but I've got one. And look, I got its friend, the $3.99 Hulk 181. I can read one of my favorite characters' first appearance without spending thousands and thousands of dollars. At 198, a little Man Thing appearance there. Kind of such a neat mix if you think about it. Man Thing and Incredible Hulk both being labeled like monsters, and it's technically really the Man Thing's more of a monster, but Hulk 208. Hulk 210. Now, if you see that little mark over here, I'm gonna see if I'm right. Somebody had abused this one. And I do want to re-bag and board all these, so probably what I'll do is as I purge, I'll go through each one. No, this is just where somebody started because somebody decided to try to. I didn't spend hardly anything on this one, but I was trying to think, is this the one where it has the Mark Jeweler in? I do have quite a number of Mark Jeweler, but if you understand, living in Florida, we have base close enough and stuff, so when you shop, sometimes you get lucky enough to hit quite a number of them. 222. One of my favorite covers is 228. Nice how I like Moonstone when she looked like that. And she's punching him in the head and knocking him through the wall. I liked it so much. I've got the other one. I've got the Whitman version. As you can see, the blank down there and the triangle on that. So this one I always loved. This was at the time that these were on the spinner rack when I was a kid. 35 cent, number 229. Doc Samson making his appearance, thinking that Moonstone wasn't the bad guy. And the Hulk was. 236. And again, I have Hulk in other box, so Incredible Hulk is mixed in with stuff, and here, so as an end result, right now, everything's kind of out of order, not alphabetical to a degree. I'm just remember loving this cover too because of his look in the mirror. Such a great depiction in the mirror for him. And then Doc Samson with him in 253. The UFOs coming out in 254. Again, I'm just building on all of those within that time period. I don't want to go past this 50-cent era. 259 with the Soviet super soldiers. 260. 247. This is our Incredible Hulk special number 4, which I believe special means annual at the time. And we have last, looks like Hulk is Incredible Hulk versus Quasimodo, which I believe this is from, it's a one-shot, but I believe it's more depicted from the cartoon at the time, which is also where the 60-cent falls in, which is about in the 1982 range of where Incredible Hulk was on television with Amazing Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Iron Man, number 6. Definitely gotta love some low number Iron Man. Iron Man was great during this. 35. And number 36. Love that. That's so cool looking. And I think this is going to be a slow purge. I am trying to get it done during the summer, but some of this I want to rebag, board, make sure that I do have it all done. I'd like to start reading through 39, number 40, number 46. Love that one. It's cool looking. That one, number 47. Number 50 with Princess Python. You wouldn't think a guy that could go toe to toe with Thor and stuff could actually be impeded by, a woman with a snake. But this is the big one. This is my number 55. Yes, that's right. It's my True Believers number 55. The story is completely intact, so I'm pretty happy with that. So, not gonna complain about that. Number 69. And if in here is the ones I grew up with, I'll let you know. These are more stuff that I've picked up over time that was before my time. Number 77 with the Mad Thinker. Ruh-roh, 2 of them. Number 79. Number 83 with Red Ghost and his crazy band of super apes. A little bit of the controller. The melter. But who's that back there? Again, some fantastic stuff along this time period. And we're getting closer as we move through the 30-cent period. Number 95. Number 98 with Sunfire. If you look, that's when he went with that style mask where it actually comes up on each side. 101 with Frankenstein. 103 with Jack of Hearts. So that's always a good one. Jack of Hearts is just a cool character. Oh, there we go. Here's what I'm saying. This is the Jack of Hearts one. Alright. I tried to label on the back of them. I dropped a little MJ for the fact that they're actually Mark Jewelers. That way I know. Now, I know it sounds funny, but sometime when I find out I got a Mark Jeweler of something, I want to go back and get a 103 without it being a Mark Jeweler. Simply because it's just, to me, the Mark Jewelers are their own subset of a book. So I kind of like to have one that's not a Mark Jeweler. And there is our Vanguard is attacking Iron Man. Again, Soviet super soldiers. Oh, there's another one. Love that cover. I do remember that one when I was younger. Can't remember if I had that one, but I believe I did. I believe that was within somewhere in my run. That 35-cent marks it. Now this next one was really one that was in my collection. This is 118. Now, I love this cover. I love the whole idea of him falling out of the helicarrier, him attempting to grab hold of his, armor that's slowly falling out of his briefcase and stuff. It's such a fantastic cover. Bob Layton there. Number 126. Again, one of the ones I had as a kid. And this was one of the bigger ones I had to get back, because I used to have that one, number 128, the Demon of the Bottle series. 129. And I do get why they wouldn't have approached it too much with Iron Man, the whole Demon in the Bottle. I mean, in one aspect, Robert Downey Jr. went through a lot of drug-related stuff and everything, so maybe that was something they wanted to steer clear of with the character, just because of his own past of stuff. Who knows? Maybe it had no effect. Maybe it just wasn't interesting enough to them to go down that road. You have 143, 144. Again, these were not on my spinner rack. 148, As you see, though, 118 was, and then they skipped. Now, this was on the spinner rack, and I just got this one a while back again, number 150. Again, love that mix-up when they went and had them fight each other and do everything. Now, this was me digging into Iron Man and Captain America's past when they had their own books taken and they were merged into Tales of Suspense. So, again, with old Mole Man, a little bit of Black Knight there in number 73. This is my reprint of the first Iron Man appearance in number 39. This is also Tales of Suspense 82 and 84 right here in the reprint, as well as this one's a reprint of number 40. So again, I do not hesitate to pick up reprints in that way, because some of them are just too expensive to be playing with in the full amounts. This is Tales of Suspense number 35. Tales of Suspense, no, Tales of the Astonished number 44. And Tales of the Astonished number 57 with Spider-Man. And then we actually go into Tales of the Astonished, Tales to Astonish number 81. And that is the first appearance of, I want to say Boomerang. I'm trying to remember if that's who it is. I just know he has a different costume. I think it is Boomerang, though, when he had that costume. And again, Tales to Astonish number 95. Again, these are really in between Hulk appearances. Tales to Astonish and Submariner in this time period. Now this is when they brought back the series and turned it into really just Namor. So this is Namor's series kind of redone again. And Tales to Astonish number 1, number 3. It's right in there. Number 10. Again, I've been filling in this group of books for a while. Sometimes for real cheap, sometimes for not. Number 11. This is Submariner number 18. This is with Stingray, number 19. Hercules appearance in number 29. Number 36. Number 39. Again, some of these are not in bad condition. Some of them are low grade. So I take them while I can. Just like this one's got the tear on the side, but it is a Dr. Doom appearance. Gil Kane cover there. You can tell it based out of Namor that it's a Gil Kane. And you can't really see up his nose there, but you know. Namor there, number 50, 50th issue. Again, a lot of these I picked up for like $1. So again, I don't argue with $1. So I needed to fill that run in, and then number 55 for $1. So again, that was pretty good. Now, we go to a little bit of Thor, or Thor, as our friend Ray says, number 131. Number 256. Number 261. And at one time, I was going down to this place, city over, but he had $2 books. Just boxes and boxes of, bronze, everything else $2, and then he had the more expensive on the other, but not really that much more expensive. It was a great place to shop. I'd go in and buy a short box full of bronze stuff constantly. And Thor was one of those that I could pick up a lot of. 266. It's like people had forgotten about him, even though he'd had MCU movies and everything. 269. Sadly, the gentleman who owned the store passed away from cancer, and even though his daughter and I think his wife still tries to run it, it's never the same as it was. Number 277. That is one definitely from my childhood I remember. Again, a lot of stuff as it goes through. And on a spinner rack, stuff would skip a lot of times, so you just kind of, it's number 286, 295. Again, I can still see stuff in here that needs to be bagged and boarded, so 297. Again, that's, if you look, that's a direct as it went, so that'd be an early direct. It would be, by this time, it was either equal or more newsstand still, which I think by 1980 there would be more newsstand than direct. So direct market was actually the better of at certain points. 298, 299, and 301. And the finish this box is going to be all Thor, so I can tell. Here's 302. 303. And a little bit of the Wrecking Crew in 304. I know Dr. Silver Age always, he likes them. Airwalker in 305. 307. 309. 310. 312. This is king size annual number 8. A little bit of Zeus trying to throw down on Thor. Annual number 9. It's Dormammu. I'm trying to go after him. And that's a direct. And the last book in that box is number 9, but a newsstand. So, that's the box. Pretty much a keeper. Nothing in there I see that I'm getting rid of. Might get rid of the direct of the Thor there in number 9. It may have been because the newsstand was something I did want. Maybe the direct looks better. So I'd have to see. It does look much better in certain aspects, but it would only be one bug, so not sure I'd get rid of it. So, all right, well, that's it. That's box 1 of the Purge, and so far nothing's gone out the door. So we will do another box soon. All right, y'all have a good one.